I'm taking a look at the OSEE 21.5 inch field monitor, and let me tell you something, this thing is actually pretty outstanding. So first of all, I just want to say thank you to OSEE for sending me this 21.5 inch field monitor. I really do appreciate it, and I think you have a great product here. Second of all, if you are interested in any type of filmmaking gear, especially for the LUMIX GH5, GH6, or S5, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, I'll be fully honest, I've never used anything like this big, this type of monitor before. Usually I use on-camera monitors, and those are like 5-inch or 7-inch monitors, but having something like this, I could see where this would be super beneficial, especially if you are on set or doing any type of content like this. Having a monitor like this, honestly, it's amazing. And now that I've been doing this, I've actually realized that I'm watching myself in a monitor. I should be looking at the lens, so my apologies. Now, there's huge benefits to using monitors when you are filming, doing any type of video work. Now, the very first reason I love using any type of monitor is the focus peaking. Like, yes, normally on these LUMIX cameras, you have focus peaking in camera, but the screen on the back of the camera is ultimately really small, and sometimes you just miss focus. All the monitors I use have focus peaking. This OSEE 21.5 has focus peaking. So let's say you're on set and you have to gather a bunch of people around this monitor. Everybody's gonna be able to see that what you're shooting is in focus. The second thing I use monitors for is the waveform. Yes, again, LUMIX cameras have the waveform built in, but if you can get it on any type of external monitor, you're able to see that in just a little bit bigger of a space. On the 21.5, a very big space. And so when you bring in something like this, like a gray card, well, then you're able to see if you are exposed correctly. You know, make sure if you're shooting vlog like this, make sure you're at that 40% mark, and you're really able to dial in the exposure of your image using waveform. This has an awesome waveform. Another thing that I really like external monitors for, and this is something that the LUMIX cameras do not have, and that is false color. So the OSEE 21.5 has false color, and I can actually see that, according to the grid, I'm a little bit overexposed by a stop. But you know what? I'm not gonna totally reshoot this video. And compared to other monitors, I actually really like how it shows the exposure on the false color. Another thing I really like about using external monitors, especially if you're shooting in vlog on the LUMIX cameras, is the ability to upload your own LUTs. You can upload your custom LUTs, but you definitely want some type of Rec. 709 LUT to convert that image from vlog. The great thing about this OSEE 21.5 is that it actually has built in the different log profiles for the different cameras. So it has the Panasonic Vlog to Rec. 709 LUT built in, or you can upload your own custom LUT to see, you know, where you like the image and see if it's looking good. And if you have others kind of gathered around the monitor, you know, like kind of a production crew, they're able to see real time what that image looks like. So this 21.5 has everything that I need in a monitor, except that it's not a touch screen. I am used to a touch screen and getting to things really fast on that touch screen. One of the great things is that you can actually set up some custom profiles with these function buttons. But as far as getting through the actual monitor, it takes a little bit of getting used to without having that touch screen. So I'm just gonna do a real quick cut of everything that came in the box when I received this 21.5 inch from OSEE. The OSEE 21.5 inch is 1500 nits. It's HDR, and you're able to see the image in daylight. Now there's a couple different type of battery mount plates that you can get. I have the V mount version, but there is also an AB mount version. But both versions are gonna have the plug-in, so you don't have to rely on the battery, but if you are in the field, you have that option for those different types of batteries. As far as video inputs to the 21.5 inch, you're gonna have two SDI input channels. as well as an HDMI in. So if you're running an A cam, B cam, you could technically put both of these into the monitor and shuffle through the menu to get to the different views. You also have an audio input, headphone jack, and two RS-485 inputs. Now I know I've already said this, but I love the fact that it has the built-in Rec. 709 LUTs. For me, it's Panasonic, but you have the Canon, Sony, DJI, Red. The false color allows you to expose according to the color profile that you're shooting with. Now, if you're doing any type of cropping in your editing, you're able to set some markers, some guidelines, some shoot guidelines if you want to shoot in that 2:39 ratio, or if you even just want to set up a grid. Now, I'd really like to take this outside to show you just kind of how bright it is, but I'm not gonna lie, it is super cold outside where I live, and I don't want to take this outside. Personally, I don't even want to go outside. If you are on some type of exterior set, you would be able to see the screen, and it comes with the hood, so you're gonna be able to have some shade on this 21.5. Again, OSEE, thank you so much for sending me this 21.5. It's been great to get my hands on and test it out, and this is something that I'm gonna be using on set a lot. I know that I'm gonna have it set up on a regular basis, especially for client shoots, and for making stuff like this, it's gonna make life a lot easier. Well, that's really all I have for this video. I encourage you to check out the links for this monitor. They are affiliate links, and if you use them, I do appreciate that. But check it out and see if it's something that would work for you in your video production. If you have time, maybe stick around. Watch one of these videos that's popping up on your screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.